I'm sitting at Plato's Academy. As you've just seen, there's just a few stones left, not too far from the Acropolis, in a quiet little Athenian neighborhood today, as I imagine it was at Plato's time. Academy originally meant a grove of trees, and trees such as the olive tree behind me still grow here today. This is a very fitting spot, Plato's Academy, the site of the original university, to conclude our pilgrimage, which began almost 2 weeks ago when we came here and took in the grandeur that was ancient Greece, which by many accounts took the apogee point of human civilization to its highest reach. We gathered in Athens. We then went to the site of the Eleusinian Mysteries, where every day a procession, which actually started at the Acropolis and wound its way for 8 days to Eleusis, and celebrated there the deepest of the Greek mysteries, the Eleusinian Mysteries, dedicated to Demeter, the goddess Demeter, the goddess of agriculture, and her daughter Persephone, who was snatched away by the god Hades and taken into the underworld. And for 4 months every year, Persephone would stay in the underworld with Hades, judging the quick and the dead. And then she would be brought up to join Demeter and preside over the growing of the crops. It was the most powerful of the ancient Greek mysteries that lasted for over 2,000 years before it was finally snuffed out by the first of the Christian emperors at the end of the 4th century. We did our first meditation there and our first ritual. And then we went on to Epidaurus, which is not too far from the site of the most powerful healing center in all of ancient Greece, dedicated to the god Asklepion, who initially was a man, gifted in healing. And if you know the caduceus, the pole that he holds, around which is coiled a snake, that's the caduceus. That was the symbol of Asclepius. And at a site that had been revered by a healing goddess for probably 2,000 years before Asclepius, he built a healing center which we visited, called the Asklepion. And there people would come and stay in dormitories. There was a very large stadium where there would be musical and poetic celebrations. People would incubate, they would sleep and have dreams. And in their dreams, Asclepius would sometimes appear. Sometimes the snake, they were white snakes, would come and just brush a person's fingers or toes or cheek with their tongues, and they would be miraculously healed. It was at the Asklepion where we had the first scientific study of people's maladies and the basis really of what we consider today to be the scientific basis of healing. From the Asklepion, we went to Dodona. Dodona was the most ancient of the oracular sites of Greece, and the site of the goddess Gaia, who was one of the 4 elements that constructed the universe long before the formation of the gods. And this was given to Zeus. And at that site there was a single oak tree, and people would come and lie under the oak and listen to the rustle of the leaves, listen to the birds in the branches, and the psychagogues, the oracles, would read out the rustling as an oracular manifestation of the confluence of Gaia and her energy, and Zeus, the head of the pantheon of the Greek world, and his energy. So it was a very powerful place where feminine and masculine came together, just like at the Asklepion.